Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Gia, also known as I Create on all my social media platforms. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for joining my OJK family. And if you're an old subscriber, what a do, baby. Was good. Was good. On this video, I'm going to be speaking about mental strength and the campaign that I worked on with Metropolitan that aimed to foster a culture of mental strength, and also give a few tips on how to manage the negative impact of social media. Getting right into it, I think a lot of people don't know the difference between mental health and mental strength. They're closely related, but mental health includes our psychological, emotional, and social well-being. And for me, mental strength means a person having the capability or capacity to deal effectively with any stresses or challenges they may find themselves in, and not succumbing to any pressure, and giving their best performance despite any circumstances they may find themselves in. It was during lockdown level 4 or 5, but Metropolitan wanted to do just that. Foster a culture of mental strength. Also, to let people know and understand that they're not alone and what they're feeling is normal, and that there are like solutions and, you know, steps to take to attain mental strength. So together with Metropolitan, what we wanted to do, we wanted to like motivate people to seek help from each other, and we also wanted to ensure that they were well equipped to deal with any problems that the pandemic would throw at them. For 5 weeks, I was on City FM as a motivator, having callers call in and engaging with us on the different topics that we had. The first topic was, am I okay? You know, and you know, when something is very harmful, and you're not expecting it, it does cause quite a lot of damage. So the pandemic did cause quite a lot of damage in people's lives. And for the topic of am I okay, it was because mental issues could have arisen from, you know, the implications that the pandemic had. For example, isolation, salary and job losses, students having to move from rest to shaky relationships at home, the affordability of essential, you know, products or services. So each time we covered a topic, we gave tips that people could like use to attain and maintain their mental strength. So for the topic of am I okay, the first step was to reflect on what it is that is bothering you the most. Secondly, find things that make you happy. And then thirdly, find online resources that motivate you. The topic for the second week was weapon of choice. Because a lot of things, like a lot of misinformation travels quickly and causes people to panic for no reason. I mean, the pandemic on its own caused quite a lot of confusion, anxiousness, and, you know, sadness. So misinformation is also, or what is and so is, I mean, detrimental to a person's health, because I don't necessarily panic for Mac or tlhaloganya. So we wanted people to use knowledge as their weapon of choice during that time. For our encouragement, for people to use knowledge as their weapon of choice, was that because that would help them be abreast or keep abreast of new developments that may occur, either in the cases listening or correct information. Secondly, post COVID-19. Thirdly, once we have fully like integrated in society. For the third and the fourth week, we focused on the topic I am overwhelmed, which was a great focus on parents, because we understood the great responsibility they had to take in terms of having to work mosebetsi wa bona, having to ba hlokomele bana hae hobane bana ba se ba ha ba sekolong, they're having to learn from home, you know, and having to take care of all the needs as well. Palo ena ya kgatelelo le boikarabelo ka etsa hore motho a se thabele. Jwale ntho ne re batla go etsa with this topic, we wanted parents to understand that they're not alone. You know, hona le batswadi ba bang ba feelang or are in the same predicament, and ho bua ka yona ho ka thusa, because o ka tseba hore motswadi e mong o sebetsa jwang kapo o cope jwang. Ntho e nna ke kgolwang ebile ntho e ke ratang ka ho fetisisa about this campaign is that we were encouraging people to speak up, and ntho e ke kgolwang hore you stand such a better chance ha o bua ho fapana le ha o thotse fan batho ba sa tsebe hore na mathata ke eng, like o jewa ke eng. Bohato ba pele for people that were in the same boat ela ba hore ba amohele hore ba ikutlwa ba se thabetse. Secondly, ba fitlhelle motho e ba motshepang, e ka ba motswalle support group kapo motswadi e mong, ho fapana just to suffer in silence. La bofelo ho qala moqoqo le bana ba bona hore ba tle ba utlwisise mekgwa e metjha ya ho etsa dintho le bophelo ba rona bo botjha. Our last topic was smart money goals. I mean, for all South Africans, the pandemic was very unpredictable, meaning a lot of people's pockets were hit like the hardest. And our 3 steps to, you know, for people to maintaining their mental health and mental strength in that case was to reassess your finances, you know, and be very realistic about where you stand financially. Secondly, involving the whole family. Now, this is where parents have the opportunity to talk to their children about where their money comes from and why budgeting is so important, and why it was so important to lower household expenses or spendings, and by making compromises. For example, cutting on allowances. And lastly, making smart financial decisions. Read, forget, get rich quick schemes, guys. Yeah, like what do you want? Like 3 tips to manage mental strength. Number 1, focus on one thing at a time. Multitasking sounds good, but too much of that is not healthy. Number 2, focus on yourself. Literally carve out time for yourself. I can't emphasize how important that is. Hlokomela wena pele before o kgona ho hlokomela batho ba bang. Thirdly, don't ever be afraid to reach out for help. I promise you, there are literally people that are willing to help. That is it from my side. Thank you so much for joining in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to also turn on my notification bell. I'll see you guys on the next time. Yeah, the next time. Guys, man, let me feel it.